Picture this. A hurricane has just hit a small town. Amidst the chaos, people of all ages come together to rebuild. A multi-generational volunteer effort begins. Imagine the scene. A town devastated, homes destroyed, and people's lives turned upside down. In the midst of this turmoil, a remarkable thing happens. People from all generations, from spry teenagers to seasoned elders, come together in a united front to mend what has been broken. This is not just a story. It's an illustration of the immense power of unity and volunteerism that transcends the boundaries of age. It's about the resilience of the human spirit that can be found in every generation. In this town, the young and the old work side by side. The adolescents, with their boundless energy and tech-savvy minds, coordinate relief efforts using social media, while the elders, with their wisdom and experience, provide guidance and moral support. Together, they form a formidable team, each generation bringing its unique strengths to the table. The beauty of this collaboration lies in its diversity. Each generation has its own set of skills, perspectives, and experiences to offer. When these are combined, they create a synergy that amplifies the overall impact of the volunteer effort. This is the power of multi-generational volunteerism. It's about harnessing the collective strengths of different generations to serve a common cause. It's about recognizing that every generation has something valuable to contribute, and when we work together, we can achieve so much more than we could alone. In the wake of the hurricane, the unity and collaboration among the volunteers didn't just help rebuild the town, it also built bridges between generations, fostering mutual understanding and respect. This unity in diversity is what makes volunteerism such a powerful force for change. In the face of adversity, age didn't matter. What mattered was the heart to serve. And when we serve together, united in purpose, we can overcome any challenge, no matter how daunting it may seem. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how old we are, but about what we can do together. That's the power of unity. That's the power of volunteerism. Now imagine hearing the stories of these volunteers, young, old, and in between, each voice unique yet bound by a common thread. Let's delve into the world of volunteerism, a sphere where age is but a number and the spirit of service knows no bounds. Picture the vibrant energy of youth volunteers, fresh out of high school or college. They speak of their desire to make a difference, to leave a mark on the world. Their experiences are often transformative, sparking a lifelong commitment to service. They tell tales of how volunteering has helped them grow, evolve, and discover their passions. Now, shift your focus to the seasoned volunteers, those who've spent years, sometimes decades, in service. They bring wisdom and patience, honed over time. Their stories are filled with rich experiences of lives changed, communities transformed. They speak of dedication and resilience, of battles fought and won, and the profound satisfaction that comes from knowing they have made a difference. In the middle, we find the voices of the mid-career volunteers. Juggling work, family, and volunteering, they bring a unique perspective. They talk about the fulfillment they derive from giving back, how volunteering provides a counterbalance to their professional lives. They often serve as bridges, connecting the enthusiasm of the younger generation with the wisdom of the older. And then there are the retired volunteers, who've chosen to spend their golden years in service. Their narratives are ones of reinvention and purpose, as they channel their vast life experiences into helping others. They talk about how volunteering keeps them active, engaged, and connected to their communities. Across generations, the motivations may vary, but the impact is profound and far-reaching. Each volunteer, irrespective of age, contributes to the larger narrative of change and progress. They are all driven by a shared purpose, a common goal, to make the world a better place. Despite the years that separate them, their stories weave together a tapestry of service and dedication. Every generation brings something unique to the table. Let's explore these traits and how they shape volunteerism. Kicking off our exploration, we find the silent generation, those born between the mid-1920s and early 1940s. Known for their strong sense of commitment and duty, they've often been the backbone of many volunteer organizations. They value consistency, loyalty, and respect, bringing a level of steadfast dedication to their volunteer roles. Next, we have the baby boomers. Born between the mid-1940s and mid-1960s, they're characterized by their optimism, competitive spirit, and drive for personal growth. They're motivated by causes that align with their personal values and passions, often taking on leadership roles in volunteer settings. Following them are Generation X, born between the mid-1960s and early 1980s. They're known for their independence, resourcefulness, and skepticism. They prefer a hands-on, results-oriented approach to volunteering, and they're especially drawn to opportunities that offer a tangible impact. Millennials, born between the early 1980s and mid-1990s, are tech-savvy, socially conscious, and crave authenticity. They're motivated by opportunities to learn new skills, make a significant impact, and connect with others. They're likely to volunteer if they feel a personal connection to the cause and see the real-life impact of their efforts. And finally, we have Generation Z, born between the mid-1990s and early 2010s. They're digital natives, value diversity, and have a global mindset. They're socially aware and motivated by opportunities to create change, often favoring volunteer roles that are flexible, innovative, and socially impactful. Each generation brings its unique strengths and perspectives to the table. Recognizing these traits can help us understand the motivations and preferences of different generations. And it's not just about recognizing these traits. It's about understanding how to leverage them to foster a more inclusive and effective volunteer environment. Whether it's the silent generation's commitment, baby boomers' passion, Generation X's practicality, millennials' desire for authenticity, or Generation Z's drive for social impact, each brings something valuable to the world of volunteerism. Understanding these traits can help us create more effective and inclusive volunteer programs. So, how do we tap into the power of multi-generational volunteerism? It starts with understanding. Just as a gardener tailors their approach to the unique needs of each plant, so too must we adapt our methods to the individual characteristics of each generation of volunteers. To successfully recruit, engage, recognize, and retain these individuals, we must first understand what motivates them. Let's start with the recruitment. Baby boomers, for instance, are often driven by personal engagement and a sense of purpose. Offering opportunities that allow them to use their skills and experience can be a great way to attract them. For Generation X, flexibility is key. They juggle numerous responsibilities, so positions that offer flexible hours or remote work can be quite appealing. Then there's the Millennials and Generation Z, who are drawn to causes that align with their values. They want to make a difference, and showing them the direct impact of their work can be a powerful recruitment tool. Once we've brought these volunteers on board, the next step is engagement. This is where communication and collaboration come into play. Encourage open dialogue and foster a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and heard. Remember that each generation has its own communication preferences. For example, baby boomers might prefer face-to-face conversations, while younger generations are more comfortable with digital communication. Recognition is another important aspect of volunteer management. Everyone likes to feel appreciated, but the way that appreciation is expressed can vary between generations. Personalized thank you notes might resonate with baby boomers, while public recognition on social media might be more appealing to younger volunteers. Finally, let's talk about retention. Keeping volunteers engaged over the long term requires a balance of challenge and support. Provide opportunities for growth and development, but also ensure there is adequate support and guidance. Regular check-ins and feedback can go a long way in making volunteers feel valued and connected. With these strategies, we can foster a culture of volunteerism that truly spans the generations. Volunteerism is more than just a service. It's a powerful force that can bridge gaps, build communities, and create lasting change. It's a journey we've been on together, exploring the unique traits of each generation and how they contribute to the fabric of volunteerism. From the silent generation to Generation Z, we've seen the enduring spirit of giving. Each generation brings its own unique strengths and perspectives, painting a vibrant picture of how volunteerism has evolved and continues to grow. The silent generation, with their strong work ethic and sense of duty, laid the foundation for future generations. Baby boomers, driven by their idealism, expanded the scope of volunteering and brought about significant social change. Generation X, with their independent spirit, took volunteering to new heights, while millennials, with their deep connection to social causes, have harnessed technology to amplify their impact. And let's not forget Generation Z, whose innovative approaches promise to shape the future of volunteerism. Understanding these generational differences is key to fostering a thriving volunteer community. It allows us to leverage the unique strengths of each generation and create a more inclusive and effective volunteer environment. It's not just about recruiting volunteers, but about engaging them, recognizing their efforts, and retaining them for the long haul. The power of volunteerism lies in its ability to unite us despite our differences. It transcends age, race, religion, and socioeconomic status. It's a testament to our shared humanity, our desire to make a difference, and our capacity for compassion and empathy. So let's embrace the diversity of our volunteer community. Let's celebrate the unique contributions of each generation. Let's harness the power of volunteerism to create a better world. In the words of Mahatma Gandhi, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. And that, my friends, is the power of volunteerism.